morning, traders. It is the S&P 500 futures, micro futures, pre-market prep for 6/27/2019. Looking here at the weekly chart, we're just up over the 22 level. That was our big level for yesterday. Right now, it's really kind of looking like it wants to try and make a run for this lower node down here at 28.98, and so I'm going to keep my eye on that. You've got this big gap in here. You do have this big node, but we've kind of tested it at this point. So the next one could break through and probably finish the job and get all the way to the bottom right there. On the daily chart, our range extreme still sitting at 30.91 down here. 29.55 is the top. 28.90 is the bottom of the range. So we're definitely starting to work into this lower volume node right here. You can see we're kind of underneath the bulk of the volume node right here, and then you have this volume node up here. So you've got these three kind of congestion areas, and you could have sideways trading here today, and I'll show you that. The levels up here, this is 29.58, same as yesterday. 51.52, it's 51.75. 50.75, it's these two little nodes right here. The bottom one kind of lines up back here with this other node. So if we get back up there, it's thin through here. I did like a level right here at 38.75, 29.38.75. We'll see if that plays, if it pops and runs today. You do have some other levels in here. They're pretty close. Right here at 26, which we may just make it before the pre-markets close here. Down here 29.10, 29.07.25, and 28.98.25. So I've marked all those down below. You've got plenty of levels here also if it just keeps on going for some reason. 28.92.50 and 28.88. You've got this round number that's going to be huge also, the 2900, which is right across the top of the entire volume node right here. So just keep that in mind, that psychological 2900 number will maybe come into play today. Looking at the 240, you can definitely see the three nodes in play and see we're in this chop zone. We've kind of come down, tested the bottom. We moved back up kind of to the top of it. We just tested a little bit lower into the bottom. We've got a lower high right here, right? So not enough strength to really kind of push it up and over. And now it's kind of forming in, a pennant, a consolidation pattern right now. So we could chop back and forth, and that's pretty visible here on the 60-minute. That you've got this pattern, you got a little bit lower low, so you do have a trend, but you've got this congestion back here, and we're inside of it. And right now we have a higher low and a lower high, so you got kind of a triangle pattern. This 29.22, look, this is a pretty big level, and they seem to be stuck on it right at this point. Could pop up into that 26 level. And then you have kind of a 30 and 32 level that's right up here in this other node. So you've got quite a bit of resistance sitting above also. You've got this long bar though that formed overnight, and we'll look at that on the intraday. On the intraday, so You can see my scalp lines. I've removed the scalp lines from the video. I'm just not really sure if anybody's using them and making money off of them. It's just an extra step for me to include them in the video. If anybody wants them back, just let me know. Be happy to add them back. But it just doesn't seem like the viewership or the use of it is there. But it was a great opportunity to make money. So you've got big move up, like I always say, big move up, big candles down. So you had this violent move. You're stuck right here in this 22 area. They just got over it. Now they're fighting to get up over this. And they're underneath this volume node right here. I think they're going to continue to push it. They're buying pretty heavily on the delta in order to kind of get this thing up and going. There are sellers here, but you can see, they've got some big backing to make sure that it's not going to fall back too fast. And this side's much thicker. See the little diamond right here. It shows you that there's just a lot more on the bid than on the ask. So I think they push this thing up, and you've got this volume right across here, right? And so we're kind of looking at, there's a block of it really, and these levels are pretty close to the same. So you've got, this 29.29, which is 29.30, and then a little bit higher right here, this 31.50, which was pretty much that 32 area right there. So you've got two blocks of pretty high volume right here, just in this little cluster right here. And then I was also looking at this right here. You've got quite a bit sitting right here at the bottom, and this lines up on the entire chart that we're looking at right now at the 29.27 level. So you got quite a few levels sitting here for overhead resistance if they can push it. So, but you can see they're already got like 7,000 on the delta. They're buying it pretty steadily in order to try and bring this thing up. What's interesting is they were buying this all the way up, and this fall right here, this fall was only 7 to 4. They only unloaded 3,000 right there. They didn't barely unload anything in this move right here. So somebody's just loading up and then dumping it back, which is interesting. You can see some of the bigger levels down here. This is the 28.98 level sitting down here. Right here. You can see you have lots of nodes right in here. You've got a bunch of little stuff that's kind of been ticked off right here. But this is your main little level right here, this 22 level. If they get under this before the market opens or whatever, you could definitely get a quick sell. Look at this thinness right here. You could see a quick sell, and get all the way down into that bottom node. You get down here into the bottom node, I think you have to buy in and go for the really big bounce and hold. So and then you have the top of the 29.58 level way up here, and that matches all the way pretty much across this guy. And so you don't have like a ton of stuff in here, right? It's thin over here on this side. So if somehow they get up over this particular node right here, quick run up to the top might happen. Symmetry lines still in play. You can see that they're looking good, still holding the levels, and nice little run up and touch perfectly on the top here, and nice fall to the bottom. You can see right in the mid area there was like a little level that happened right there overnight. But what should you do for the day? You kind of have a triangle, so you may be able to play the ranges and just kind of, when this runs up here to the top, sell. When it runs back down here to the bottom, look for the high volume nodes and buy. You may have a triangle for part of the day, and then it's going to go one direction or the other. When one side gives up, kind of keep a neutral. Like I said, if it's underneath the 2200, I would get kind of bearish. As long as it's staying above the 2200 area, I'm probably kind of a little bit bullish on the move. I think I saw some news that the trade deal or something like that's final stages, or I don't know. They're trying to jawbone the market higher. So if you like the analysis, if you like the levels, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, commentary, suggestions to make the channel better. Viewership is definitely dying off. I'm not sure if there's any need for pre-market levels to trade. I'm not sure what people are interested in, but if you have any suggestions, please let me know how I can help you guys trade. Last couple days have been stellar as far as the picks that I've done. Really good trade. This was 2914 area right here. It happened right after hours, and that was one of the levels that we picked yesterday, and I did trade that. When the market opened back up, it dropped right down, and I got on board, and it was great. And I actually did a trade right up in here, a quick scalp off of this level up here using the same technique that I've shown in the exercise for volume profile. So you guys should go find that video. If you're not profitable, you should really try and trade my levels, just sim trade them and see if they work for you. You'll be surprised probably that they're pretty accurate. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good trading day, and I'll see you for the chart review later today. Take care.